you have price come back to the zone retracement, then sells back to our 1.41 area, then we can go all the way to our 1.37 area. Okay, hey peeps, welcome back again. It's your boy at my FX, the prophetic analyst. So this is our usual weekly market forecast for the week of the 16th to 20th of September. So without further ado, let's get into the business of the day. So we are on USD JPY. You guys saw how we predicted USD JPY into precision. We were looking for our buys to sell scenarios here. Okay, so this was price was somewhere around here. If you look down there, you can see that was market close. They wanted price to pull back. Right, this was Monday market open. Those green bullish candles and bearishness to the downside. Okay, so on seeing this, we had our entries of that area and we sent signals, which signals were also sent to our free Telegram community. So if you are not on a free Telegram community, please do what to click on the description below. Okay, click on the link on the description below to join our free Telegram community, where we send free Forex educational content and free signals like so, and also host a weekly free Zoom calls on the general groups where you can also ask questions and also learn from us one-on-one. Okay, all for free. So so you can see for last week we had a very nice trade which we made about 1:1, 1:2, and a lot of people also made money from this trade on our free group. So join our free group today. So for this week, for the coming weeks, where are the next possible areas that we can be taking our trades of? Nothing really different from last week. Okay, so we have these zones here, have this resistance or this demand zone here, this resistance levels, and we can see price had closed bearish, strongly bearish below that area for last week. Okay, so all what we'll be looking for is the break, retest. Okay, price come back to retest that area, then a push continuations to the downside. All right, so that's it for USD JPY. I'm not really seeing the upsides for USD JPY for now, until if I have to see the upsides, price has to clear this level. Okay, that purple line there. All right, break, retest, then we go to next to our blue line, but I'm not really seeing bullishness for now. But if I do, I would only take the bullishness when price has broken this purple area like so. So that's it for USD JPY for this week. Mark out these levels on your PC or whatever device you're using to trade. Okay, up next is GBPJPY. All right, so what you can do is when market opens, you can just put your stops there, put stop loss above these highs. Okay, then you can go for a 1:2, a 1:2. Right, GBPJPY was actually the last trade we analyzed for last week, which was also the best of trades that we took. We have been holding for quite a while now, and if you guys observe something, you see that this was the thumbnail that we used for our last week video. Okay, which this trade signals was even called live. Okay, was even called live on last week video. So if you check last week thumbnails, thumbnail video, weekly analysis video, you see that this was the same trade that you guys saw. Okay, so we have been selling GBPJPY. I've been very bearish on GBPJPY, so which I'm still holding, and you guys know I'm a swing trader, so which I'm still holding it on break evens. Okay, so for the coming week, so that's why it's also very necessary that you look at our thumbnail real good, not just watching the video. Observe things that are happening around the video and try to always watch the video to the end. So for the coming week, where are the best possible areas? I'll mark out this level like so. All right, so all what we'll be looking for is price to break this minor support level. Okay, retest there. You can go to your 1 hour or your 15 minutes time frame to take those trades. Okay, break and retest of this minor support level here, and a push continuations to our 180 area. Okay, so that's how to take the trades for GBP JPY, and price to break out either to the upside, retest that zone, and push continuations to the upside. And if you look left, you see that price, there are no price structures anymore. Okay, on gold. Okay, gold doesn't have any higher high or previous highs that you can use to gauge where to take profit or not. So all right, so for gold, last week you guys can see we predicted it into precision. We had price rather broke out of this resistance level. Okay, price rather broke out to the upside. Okay, though we also had some bearishness to the downside, but that's also a good reason. One of the reasons to be a good forex trader is your flexibility to trade. Okay, and also why we also send you guys two market scenarios for either bearishness and for either bullishness. Okay, so price respected our bullishness scenario, just like you can see even the zone here that we marked out. So price did will break, retested there, and a push continuations to the upside. So what are the levels that we'll be looking out for? And you can see gold has been much ranging for a while now, so price has finally broken out of that range. So when I always one of those tricks I do teach my mentees, which I'm going to share a quick one with you guys here. Whatever size of breakout that we have, price must, let me use an arrow, right? Price must also give us that same numbers of pips when price finally breaks out. So you can see I measure from here, this height to this height, and I'll take it out of this area. You see price has definitely, or would definitely, but in this case you already have price moving that same numbers of pips. If we had a range heights of 1000 pips, price breakouts would surely give you another 1000 pips when it break out. So let's say you were already trading the buys from here inside the zone, so you'll be having a total of 2000 pips of breakout. Okay, so I've just, if I've not learned anything today, I just shared this technique with you guys. Okay, so you can see that total numbers of breakout or total height of breakout that we had there, same height. Just measure the range and take it out for a breakout. Do it on the both ends, for the upside and to the downside, right? So for the coming weeks, where can we see what is the next steps that we can also take? All right, so I'll give you guys the two-way scenarios as usual. Okay, I'm going to mark out a level here. So what we'll be looking for is more like a bearishness to this zone, then the push continuations to the upside. Okay, and as you guys know, price is on its all-time highs, and gold does not have the resistance level anymore on the higher time frames to using as a criteria for support and resistance or whatever. Okay, so we'll be waiting for a pullback to this area, then price may continue to upside from there. And also this same zone, if price is able to alter this same zone, I would be interested in taking the sales from there to this first level of our 2545 ounce, or we can go as deep as our 2528 ounce. Okay, so these are actually the two-way scenarios for gold for the coming week, guys. So for DXY has pretty much been on a range. Okay, DXY has been on a range, like we can see within these zones. So what we'll be doing, where are the possible best areas to take entries of the DXY? Okay, you know, we use the DXY to gauge whatever will happen on other currency pairs, either for correlation sake, okay, either inversely correlated or directly correlated. Okay, so if the DXY sells, trades other pairs that are inversely correlated to it, all right, we'll buy. Okay, so that's why when we had these sales here, we had the EUR USD GBP USD buying. Okay, and when we had these buys here, we had other pairs EUR USD GBP USD selling. So that's more like the essence of price correlation. So what price is more like in a range, so I'll only be interested for price movement for the bearish scenarios when price is able to clear this support. Okay, right, I know it's a little bit far from this zone, but it's more comfortable here because we have several touches here, 1, 2 and 3 times. Okay, so this makes it a strong support level or demand level, as the case may be. So a break retest of that area, then we can sell to our 99 area. Okay, or for the bullishness, I would only be interested when price breaks out of this highs, retest there, and the push continuations to the upside. Okay, if we also look at it on the daily time frame, you can see price is ranging there, and even on a higher time frame like our monthly or weekly time frame, you see the DXY has been ranging for like 2-3 years now. Okay, DXY, okay, DXY has been ranging since 2023. You can see that range on the bigger picture. 2023, since last year, price has actually been ranging. So this is why price is finding it difficult to break this area. Okay, you can see this strong, looking left, you keep looking left, you can see this strong sales level there, that strong demand level supports there. So price is finding it difficult to break here, and if price breaks here on the higher time frame and closes below this level, believe you me, the dollar is going as bearish as, is going down to as low as, it's going bearish to as low as 95 area. Okay, so that's why we are not finding it that easy for price to break there. Okay, so let's just see what price happens. So up next, you have in mind knowing that price, anything that price is practically doing now for the sales, more like retracements. Okay, so we are still expecting more sales. Still expecting more sales to our zone of 1.303. Then price can start buying from either of these zones. So when price comes to either of these zones, you should be ready to take your profit. Okay, so we are very much on a sell to buy scenario on the GBP USD. GBP USD, for last week we were about our sales to buy scenario, which you can also see on the video how we predicted into precision. Okay, I told you guys that the sales is more like a retracement, and when price comes to either of these zones, which you can still see the arrow here, okay, either of these zones, that this zone or this other lower zone here, that we should be taking our profits, because price could start buying from either of these zones, which is definitely what we saw price do here. Okay, and you can also see, if you look at last week video, there was a buy that I wrote here. Okay, if you look at that analysis, you see that there was a buy there. So that also signifies I was looking for a very strong push whenever price comes into that area, which is what we later saw here. So that is very that's also the reason why it's important to always mark out your levels when you're trading or before trading, so that each time price comes to these areas, you know that these areas are your areas for you to take profit or make entries also. Okay, so for the coming weeks, what are the best possible areas to take our trades from? So I'm going to mark out a minor level like so. So I'll be looking for, or what I'm going to do, let me just move this. All right, let me just move this other one. All right, so I'll be looking for price to pull back into the zone of our 1.310 area, then the push continuations to firstly, okay, we can go firstly this first level here, which is our 1.32 area to 1 area, then we can go as high as our 1.326 area. Okay, that's it for the bullish side. And for let me take that back. And for the bearish side, you have to be patient enough for price to break the support level. Okay, all right, break, retests that same zone, and we go for our first level, which is our 1.29 area. Okay, then we can go all the way down, or you can go all the way down if you wish. Okay, so that's actually our two-way scenarios for the coming weeks on GBP USD. So do well to mark out these levels on your PC or on your whatever device you are using to trade. And also, if you are watching this video to this very moment, please do smash that like button. It also helps the algorithm to show these videos to several other like minds. And up next is a EUR USD. Okay, we are looking for more bearishness. Maybe price could retest here again and sell to this first level of a 1.105, 1.103. So for EUR USD, last week we predicted bearishness, same bearishness to these levels. So we saw price give us that bearishness, then it put. It's more like same thing that happened on GBP USD, because this price are actually directly correlated to each other. Okay, so what are we going to do for the coming week? Okay, so I'm going to mark out a level here, a minor level like so, to take our bullishness from. Okay, so if you want to take your buys, right? Take your buys from here. You can take your buys all the way to this first level. All right, all the way to this first level. Let me put a line there. All the way to our 1.113 area, okay, for the buys. And I would only be interested in sales when price is able to alter or break this support level here, retest there, and push continuations to our 1.09 area. Okay, so these are actually the scenarios that I'll be looking for on Euro USD. So last but not the least, AUD USD. UD USD also played out nicely. Price came into this zone and a push continuations to the upside. So nothing very different from the rest. Okay, so we'll only be interested. Let me take this other one off. All right, we'll only be interested in the buys when price is able to break here, retest, and a push continuations to the upside. And we'll be interested in the sells if price is able to break here, retest, and a push continuations to the downside. Okay, so price is more like kinda ranging on this zone, but there are still possibilities that price may come into these areas. Let me bring it down here, these areas. All right, into these areas, then continue to the upside. All right, so all you just have to do is mark out these levels on your phone, and that's why we do mark out these levels, so that we know what to do when price comes into these areas. Okay, so that will be it for this week. And please do well to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment, drop some love, some fire emojis. Okay, just drop some love on the comment section, and let's also know your take on this, on the analysis that we are doing for this week, how well this has also helped you guys, because this is the only way you can also support us to continue doing what we are doing. And also let us know if there's any other forex educational free videos you love us to make and post here. Drop it in the comment section, and we'll see how well we can do that for you guys. And don't forget to join our free Telegram community, where we drop free signals and free forex educational content and weekly reviews. Okay, I go on the Telegram community. I host a live analysis during the week too on the free Telegram community. So that's it for this week, guys, and wishing you guys a profitable trading week ahead, and see you guys next week. Cheers.